Hello, welcome back to the We Are City channel for our final episode of the Manchester City career mode here on FIFA 21. It is season 5, are we on now? I think we are in season 5, aren't we? The Ten Hag Revolution. And this is the final episode where we could win the Premier League and the FA Cup. Of course, crashed out the Champions League, crashed out the Carabao Cup. So it's the FA Cup final against Liverpool and the Premier League final against Aston Villa. Of course, we've got 3 games in between. A game which we'll kick off the episode against Bristol City away, which we will simulate. Then we've got Chelsea at home, which we'll play. Newcastle at home, which we'll simulate. And then it's Villa and Liverpool to end the episode and end our season on FIFA 21, it seems. And what a shame, but we wanted to end it on a high, didn't we? And we didn't manage to get it done with the disappointment in the Champions League. You can see Manchester United are away behind us, but we're going to win the Premier League. I don't think there's any problems with that one. We might not even have to play the Villa game, really, and just go into the FA Cup final. But I would like to see us lift the Premier League trophy. However, we could be able to do that in that game against Chelsea. Let's see how we're going to go out against Bristol City today. So this is how we're going to go with for Bristol. Edison starts in goal. We've got Lamptey, Diaz and Hernandez at the back. Declan Rice stepped into the midfield with Gravenberch, De Jong and Joao Felix in behind Lautaro Martinez. Foden on the left and Kayiki on the right. On the bench with the likes of Stefanovic, Torres, Almada, De Bruyne and Mbete, Saka and Dreesen. And we come away with a 1-1 draw with Bristol City. Livaya on the 83rd minute got a goal to level it up. Kayiki in the 55th. So that means it's a little bit more difficult, I think, going into this finale of the Premier League. Whether we can still win it or not, of course, I think we will win it. But that might just make it a little bit more delayed in lifting the trophy. So our next game is against Chelsea, 3rd place Chelsea at home. We're level on points with Manchester United with a game in hand. And if you actually look at this, we could lift the Premier League title today, it seems. With a win, no one would be able to catch us, and we will be lifting the trophy against Chelsea, which would be a good thing to see, wouldn't it? We've only lost 1 game all season, which was that game against Southampton. And it was Manchester United who sort of give us the title if we were to win today, because they got a 1-0 defeat to West Ham United. West Ham down in 10th position. But United defeated, so that looks like we are going to be Premier League champions once again. We've got a goal difference for of 99, so we could score our 100th goal of the season today. And this win against Chelsea would mean we lift the Premier League trophy. So this is the side we're going to go with against Chelsea today. Edison starts in goal. It's Lamptey, Diaz and Saka at the back. Rice stepping into the midfield with De Bruyne and Frankie de Jong. We've got Rodgers in behind Lautaro Martinez. Torres on the right and Phil Foden on the left. On the bench, while Felix, Kayiki, Almada, Gravenberch and Mbete, Theo Hernandez and Dreesen. Strong side, our strongest side pretty much. And it should be strong enough to get those 3 points today to see us lift the Premier League title. So here we are at the Etihad Stadium, up against a very strong Chelsea side up in 3rd position, with a chance to lift the Premier League trophy with a few games left of the season in front of our home fans. Matt Miazga is the Chelsea captain, which is now done. Of course, ours is of course Kevin De Bruyne. He's been the captain for many years now. So this is the Chelsea side that faces today. It's Busman in goal, the back 5 of Reece James, Matt Miazga, Tapsoba, Koulibaly and Alonso. They've got Mamo Locatelli and Kai Havertz sitting in the midfield with Ocampos, Paulo Dybala and Christian Pulisic up top. The likes of Luke Shaw, Calvin Stengs, Chalobah, Porto, Mavropan, Edouard Mendy on the bench. So some options off the bench there. Manchester City versus Chelsea. Big game in our title hopes. Could we lift the Premier League title today? It's live from the Etihad Stadium. Lautaro, Rodgers, in behind to Ferran Torres. Ferran, went to get the ball across the box. Koulibaly was there. Corner Manchester City. Good defending by the experienced Senegalese defenders. A cross comes in. And how has Lautaro Martinez not scored here? Cross comes in from the corner. Busserman in no man's land. And he's headed it wide. Lamptey well up again. De Bruyne. Ferran. Lautaro. Over top here. Rodgers first time with a volley. It's a great save by Busman. Invented from Morgan Rodgers. It nearly came off. James has lost it to Foden here. Away from the tackle again. Foden in space. Through to De Bruyne. De Bruyne into Rodgers. Rodgers on his right foot. It's a good block by Tapsoba. And Koulibaly again calmly plays it out from the back. De Bruyne looking to him to create. Foden. Saka in a wide position. Saka with a cross. Into Morgan Rodgers. Ooh, touch on it by, I think it was Tapsoba. And Busman had to slice it away. All over Chelsea here, however. De Jong back to Saka, into Foden. And behind to Saka again. Bukayo Saka into Ferran Torres. Oh, and Busman just gets a hand on it. We've been all over Chelsea here. Lamptey across. Back to Alonso. Oh, great ball. Great ball into Havertz, who's onside. He's around Diaz here. Kai Havertz, and he sets up Manuel Locatelli. And we're 1-0 down here in a game we should be winning. Dominated this Chelsea side. They've created a really nice chance. I think it's Marcus Alonso, wasn't it, with the ball over the top to Kai Havertz. Great run from the German. And Chelsea lead. Diaz here, poor tackle. Locatelli in the middle to just tap it in, really. He's 4 for the Premier League, and I think he scored against us last time we played Chelsea. Feels like it anyway. Varane, win there for the header. And that is half-time. 1-0 down against Chelsea, so 45 minutes to sort this out. Otherwise, we might be going into a sort of tougher end to the Premier League season. Lautaro Martinez, they had plenty of chance in that first half, just couldn't finish them off. Should be probably 2-1 up. Good goal that Chelsea scored, but we've created really nice chances as well. Lautaro, Rodgers, Foden, Lautaro, through to Rodgers, who doesn't miss, does he, Morgan Rodgers? 1-1 Manchester City right at the start of the second half. Morgan Rodgers in the box, left or right foot, doesn't matter to him. This time it's on his left foot, and he finishes it into the bottom corner calmly. Great movement, he creates it as well, gives it wide to Foden. Lautaro can just pass it into Rodgers, and he puts it back past the goalkeeper. He's in no, I mean, Busman's positioning there is poor. Really poor. He's all the way on the left-hand side of his goal, leaving so much space on the opposite side. And Morgan Rodgers finds that corner, and that is Morgan Rodgers' 15th Premier League goal of the season. What a player. What a incredible player. And I know our top goal scorer, I think, in the league is Joao Felix, but I think Rodgers, like we've said a few times now, starts ahead of Joao Felix, doesn't he? Frankie De Bruyne. All through to Varane. Varane! Oh, Busman with a save. It was a tough angle to try and get it in from. There was no runners in the box. Reece James. De Bruyne with a foul. Yellow card for Kevin De Bruyne, the captain. And a free kick to Chelsea. Foden. De Jong. Saka. Oh, into Lautaro with a header. What a save by Busman. What a ball from Saka again. He works so well on this left-hand side because his quality of cross. Great ball in. Finds Lautaro. I think if he'd volleyed that, would have more chance of it going in. He went for the header instead. Oh, I've tried to skip the replay. And I played the corner short. All at once. Big changes. This Chelsea play a ball over the top here to Christian Pulisic, who has kept it in. Great touch. Rice in there. Cross comes into Stengs, who heads it. Balloons it over the bar there, Calvin Stengs. Should do a lot better than that. Free header really. Got across Saka. Here's Reece James. Ball into the box here. Lamptey, you've got to win this. Lamptey does win this. De Bruyne sends it long into Kaiki. We've got options here. Kaiki. What a ball from the Brazilian Kaiki. Into Varane. Torres! Oh, he's going for the top corner. He's going for the top corner. I can see why I had no options in the box to that. I had to shoot. Well, he might do. He won't do that. He's full time. 1-1 draw with Chelsea, which sees the players celebrate. Maybe a draw was enough here. Just maybe a draw was enough to win the Premier League title. And I think it was. I think we are going to be Premier League champions. Mathematically, it must be that Manchester United and Chelsea both can't catch us. The celebrations on the field suggest the title is returning to the blue half of Manchester. So one of our objectives for the season that we set ourselves, really, we always have, have the objective without even having to put it on paper, don't we? We've got to win the Premier League, you've got to win the Carabao Cup, you've got to win the FA Cup, you've got to win the Champions League. We've definitely missed out on 2. We could do half of what we meant to do, and we have won the Premier League title. So the celebrations start. We have won the Premier League title. And Kevin De Bruyne will step up for the last time on FIFA 21 to lift the trophy. So here it comes, Kevin De Bruyne. We've worked hard all season to be champions of England once again. And we now are, once again, Manchester City, champions of England. For the 4th time is this? I think it is the 4th time in this series we've been champions of England. Incredible. Well, with the Premier League title confirmed, and we have won it now, all eyes are on the FA Cup final that we will face off against Liverpool. So these games in the Premier League we won't worry too much about. We will sim them because we are looking ahead to that Premier League game against, of course, Villa on the last day of the season, which we won't need to play now. These last 2 games And then against Liverpool. That FA Cup game is going to be massive because that is going to be trophy number 2 of the season. We couldn't win the Champions League. We couldn't win the Carabao Cup, which is a shame. It's the way we wanted to end it, especially with the Champions League. But I'm sure we can do it by winning the FA Cup and sort of make up for it a little bit. So we pick up a 3-1 win over Newcastle. Luke Mbete's got a double there. He's even got a hat-trick. No, Stefanovic scores in the 4th minute. Yeboah scores in the 4th for them. So very quickly after each of them 2 goals, weren't they? And then Luke Mbete in the 43rd. And Luke Mbete again in the 70th. I assume from corners, considering he's a centre-back. Give us a 3-1 win over Newcastle. And the final game of the season will be against Aston Villa. They're in 10th position. We face them away in a game which you, of course, will simulate. And we know we probably will win. It's another 3-1 win, so they get a goal through Sebastian Haller in the 84th minute. It's a double from Joao Felix and Yan Couto in the 20th minute to give us a 3-1 win. I think that Joao Felix now finishes the Premier League season on around 20 goals. So this is how the Premier League table does finish. We finished top on 89 points, only 1 defeat all season. That was against, of course, our arch enemy, just the rivals Southampton. Luckily we don't have to face them again. Chelsea in 2nd, Manchester United in 3rd and Liverpool in 4th. Spurs got 5th, Wolves 6th, Arsenal 7th, Southampton 8th, West Ham 9th and Aston Villa 10th. The teams that were relegated were Bristol City, Sheffield United and Leeds United, having really poor seasons. As for the Premier League, top goal scorer was Arsenal's Dusan Vlahovic, who got 22 goals in 34 games. We had Pedro de la Vega of Liverpool scoring 21 in 35, and Joao Felix was our top scorer with 19 in 30. We had Lautaro Martinez up there as well, who got 18 in 30. Anyone else of our players? Of course, Morgan Rogers in there as well. He got 15 in 16 Premier League games. 15 goals in 16 Premier League games. Ridiculous. Who else was in top scorers for us? Anyone else? I don't think so. As for assists, it was Phil Foden who came top in assists, 11 in 27 matches. Fernandes in there. Houssem Aouar now of West Ham in there. Frenkie de Jong, Joao Felix, Saka also with 8 in 19. So we did well, and of course we will be covering all this in our season roundup and player awards ceremony episode, which will be coming after this one. So final game of the series time, and it is Manchester City versus Liverpool in an FA Cup final. So this is how we're going to go with against Liverpool today in the final. Ederson starts in goal, not Dreesen, because it's a big game. We've got to get Ederson in there, haven't we? We've got Hernandez, Diaz and Lamptey at the back. Rice in the midfield with De Bruyne and Frenkie de Jong. Foden on the left, Ferran Torres on the right. And Morgan Rogers in behind Lautaro Martinez. We've got Felix, Kayiki, Almada, Gravenberch and Bete, Saka and Dreesen on the bench today. Strong side, our strongest side, like that Chelsea game. Let's go and lift that FA Cup trophy. So here we are at Wembley. Fernando Torres there on the banner for Liverpool. And could we have a big, big celebration here in London, winning the FA Cup trophy? Last game of the series, last game of the season. Who will win it, us or Liverpool? So this is the Liverpool side that faces today. They've got Milik, Bastione, Gomez, Salah, Tomiskas, Barrow on the bench. So it's Alisson that starts in goal, a back four of Alexander-Arnold, Süle, Romagnoli and Grimaldo, Tielemans, Neuhaus and Jude Bellingham in the midfield 3. Then it's Van Dammer in the false 9 position. Their top goal scorer in the league, Pedro de la Vega on the right and Diogo Jota on the left. So Manchester City versus Liverpool. Van Dammer looks a very good player, doesn't he? I think he's Dutch. He's been very good when he played against us. Of course, De La Vega, top player as well. So Manchester City versus Liverpool, FA Cup final. And it's live from Wembley Stadium. Grimaldo. Cross comes in. Teo away into a really bad position. Blocked by Rodgers. Off his hand. Penalty Liverpool. That comes from a really, really poor header from Teo Hernandez. Glances it across the box. What a terrible start to this game. I can't believe Teo's headed it that way. Harsh decision against Rodgers if it even hits his hand at all there. Pressure on Ederson now up against Pedro de la Vega. Ederson steps up. Oh, De La Vega off the bar. He's missed his chance there. Torres wins the header. De Bruyne. Still a chance here. Liverpool are all over us at the moment. Great tackle. Diaz. Second attempt at it. Doesn't win it. De La Vega. Lamptey across. Van Dammer, great ball through to Jota, goes back to Van Dammer. Nice goal from Liverpool. Really good work, team goal. It's what Chelsea did to us, really. Really well worked goal here. You've got to be reading that danger. Diaz couldn't clear it. Van Dammer at the far post. Tapping. Antoine Van Dammer. And 1-0 down to Liverpool here. That's a really bad start from us. The penalty was bad enough. We got a bit lucky that the fact they didn't go in. But Liverpool are in the lead here. Foden. Rodgers. Oh, Varane's gone. Rodgers finds Varane. He's not found him too wide either. Varane lifts it to the far post. Foden! Good defending by Trent. How is that a goal kick? I don't know. Ball over the top now. Diaz chases. Trent. Man in the box. Ederson out to punch, which was an odd choice, which I'm not too happy with, but we'll take it. Good space though, and De Jong finds Foden. This is end-to-end football. Foden. Foden. Rodgers with a header. There's just no power, Morgan, in the header. No power at all. Put on a plate for him, really. Van Damme again, who's dropping into that hole, which is causing us a problem. De Jong with a big tackle on Bellingham. Lamptey, forward. Varane. Rodgers. Needs options for a pass. He's not really got one at the moment. Still Rodgers. Oh, finds De Bruyne brilliantly. Kevin De Bruyne makes it 1-1. Captain scores in the final. And levels us up just before half-time, really, in the 41st minute. Rodgers calm there. Took his time. Liverpool are scared of him. They don't know what to do because if you give him too much space, he'll shoot. You come too close to him, he'll make a pass. In the end, Rodgers bided his time, didn't he? Eventually found Kevin De Bruyne. With an outside of the boot. De Bruyne puts into the side net. And I liked how Alisson came out there as well to try and narrow the angle, the goalkeeper. Did his best, but it wasn't enough. He's second in the FA Cup for KDB, the captain. He wants another trophy to lift. I mean, all level now. Ederson looks long. Up towards Phil Foden. Not a bad pass by Ederson. That is half-time. Manchester City 1, Liverpool 1. Klopp versus Ten Hag at the moment. He's all level. That man right there, Antoine Van Damme, has been fantastic for Liverpool up top, causing lots of problems dropping into deeper areas. Grimaldo over the top. I've sprinted out with Lamptey. Causes all sort of problems. De La Vega with a header. Luckily, by bringing Ederson out and letting him go back, I just put him off enough. Lamptey can't close them down good enough. Grimaldo's always going to look for that ball over the top here. It's Lamptey who's deserting his position at the moment. Here's Diogo Jota. Up against Diaz. Throws a leg in. Jota. Teo can't get there. And Bellingham again. Into the hands of Ederson. Liverpool's finishing. He's letting them down at the moment. Which we'll take. I'm happy with that. Lamptey gives it straight back to Liverpool. That's really shocking from Tariq Lamptey. Really, really shocking. Van Damme. Going to Neuhaus. He's got a pass on here. Got a pass to Van Damme, who smashes it in. Really good finish. He's been Liverpool's key man today. Little 1-2 with Florian Neuhaus. De Bruyne can't follow him. It's a very good finish from Antoine Van Damme. Into the back of the net. 2-1 down here in the FA Cup final. Oh, what an anticlimax again this could be to the career mode. Haven't looked on it again today. Diaz, great foot in. Battle for it, he does. Foden, Lautaro with 4v2 here. Through to Varane. Acres of space for Ferran Torres. It's saved. Rodgers. How's it not gone in? Foden slices it over the bar. That should have been it. Gravenberch's going to come on for Kevin De Bruyne. I've not been happy with De Bruyne today, really. That should have been the level 2-2 there. So the captain's off. Ryan Gravenberch's on. De La Vega. Incredible stuff from the Argentinian. Here's Gomez. All on his own here, Maximiliano. Gomez makes it 3-1 Liverpool. And the anticlimax against the series continues. We're going to be losing the FA Cup final. Well, the Premier League title, yes. But no Champions League, no Carabao Cup. And no FA Cup. Liverpool are going to lift that FA Cup right in front of us. In the final, 3-1 down. We've just not done what we expected of our team. Ball through here to De La Vega. De La Vega! Oh, he's put it over the bar. Well, Lautaro's injured, so Joao Felix will come on up top. Whether that'll make a big difference or not, I'm not sure. Oh, Gravenberch under pressure, loses it. Milik, great tackle on him. Needs something from him. Rodgers. Varane. First time volley from Varane into the hands of Alisson. This will be our last chance, but we'll only get it back to 3-2. We won't be able to get it back to 3-3. Rice in there, loses the header, and that is full time. And that ends a very anticlimactic end to the series. in the build-up to FIFA 22, which is not too long away now, is it? Very, very close. But we have ended the series in a poor way, not the way I wanted to end it. Maybe, just maybe, we might squeeze in some sort of way to end it in a better way on FIFA 21. Of course, there will be votes on what we do for FIFA 22. Do we do a FIFA Manchester City career mode again? Completely different signings, of course, a new squad. How is it going to work? We are not yet decided. There will be a vote in our community tab on the channel, so check that out. FIFA 22 is near, but at the moment, we've bottled the end of this series. So thanks very much for watching this whole series on FIFA 21. It's been fantastic. Please do like the video if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. We'll see you next time.